Welcome to Good Bites Takeout, the show where I make the most of the fact that we can't go out to eat, so instead I take the food to go. Since traveling isn't really an option right now, we're gonna travel through food. Today, I'm hitting up Montreal's Chinatown and getting a taste of Korea at Chez Bong. From glass noodles made of sweet potatoes to dumpling soup and everything in between, Korean cuisine will take your taste buds on a trip. No passport needed.
Madame Bong is my mom, so she's very passionate about cooking and preparing food. She eats local. She loves visiting like local farmers and buying from them. She really loves this place and she loves her customers, and this is definitely her love language. And I think you can taste it in the food. So we have the torso bibimbap. It's a mixture of different kind of marinated vegetables and meat. Ours is prepared with 2 different types of radishes. We have some potatoes, zucchini, a fresh egg, sunny side up, and this one is made with pork. This is a Jap Chae. It's a sweet potato noodles mixed with a variety of vegetables. This is a Dakbokkeumtang, which is a spicy chicken stew with potatoes. It has big chunks of potatoes, big chunks of carrots, and she also adds some dried pepper in there and fresh jalapeno pepper. So it's quite spicy and hearty. So this is actually a mixture of Bulgogi and kalbi. Kalbi is a short rib. Both are marinated in the same way, and it's barbecued on charcoal and served on this hot dish. This is Mandu Gup. Here we make our own mandu in-house every month. My mom's mandu is made of pork, tofu, and different types of vegetables, lots of garlic, and also has glass noodles in there.
All right, we are back at my apartment and I have this absolute feast in front of me right now, so we are gonna do what I do best. It is all about eating food. I really just think that's what I was destined for on this planet. So let's do that. Here we have the Chap Chai, which literally translates to mixture of vegetables in Korean. It has these beautiful glass noodles that are made of sweet potato, and then also has some vegetables and some meat in here. A fun fact about this dish, in the 17th century, a Korean king's servant whipped it up for a royal celebration, and the king loved it so much, he gave the servant an instant promotion, and now this dish has become a staple ever since. Okay, I'm loving the texture of the noodles. It's super light, super light. I love the mix of vegetables. It's very much like a stir fry. These noodles are so cool. You don't even know that, number one, they're sweet potatoes. Also, how does sweet potato become transparent? I don't know. I'm still gonna eat it because it's delicious. Here we have the Pogogi, and this is what legends talk about. I just assume that when the legends were made years ago, they talked about this. It is marinated grilled beef in its highest form. It's traditionally prepared in a sweet and savory soy sauce with sugar and pear juice kind of sauce. But at Madame Bong, they have their own family farm where they have apple trees, and they actually use apple juice from the apple trees in the marinade for this. So let's take a bite. Ah! No. All right, rest of the video has a stain in it. Who cares? Wow. You can really appreciate the marination process, and you can taste the fruit juice in it. This is incredible. This is some of the best beef I've ever had in my life. Let me get a little onion on it. Chef's kiss. Beautiful. Next, we have the Mandu Gup, which literally translates to dumpling soup. All right, I got a nice big juicy one here. Koreans typically eat this on New Year's Day, so I guess Happy New Year's to me. Delicious. Ah! I want to take a sip of the broth here because I know in Korean cuisine, the broth is so important, so I could drink this like tea. Now we have the Dakbokkeumtang, and this dish traditionally consists of boiled chicken, potatoes, onions, and carrots that are stir-fried with soy sauce and gochujang sauce and garlic. All right, I'm gonna take a bite and then I'm gonna take a slurp. That sauce is incredible. You get a good kick of the spice, you get a good mix of the garlic, a bit of oil. Let me grab a little potato here, little tater. But this sauce, let me do bite sauce. Ready? Bite. Next up, we got the dolsot bibimbap. Dolsot means stone pot. Bibimbap, the bibim means mixing and the bap means rice. So this literally translates to stone pot mixing rice. Stone pot mixing rice, yes. This is one of my favorite Korean cuisine dishes. Trying to get a good bite with a lot of vegetables and egg, all that jazz. Here we go. You really get that kick of the gochujang sauce. Super spicy. Ooh, I love that. There's a bunch of kimchi in here, which is absolutely delicious. The medley of vegetables, the kimchi, the gochujang sauce. You can't go wrong with bibimbap. And that is it for this episode of Good Bites Takeout. It has been my absolute pleasure being your host. They weren't kidding about Madame Bong having some pretty delicious hands, and now I'm kind of looking at mine like, what do you do for me? All my hands know how to do is pick up food and put it in my mouth. If you want to order from Chez Bong, you can find them on Uber Eats, Skip the Dishes, calling or walking into the restaurant for takeout. And if you're still hungry, don't worry, we're hitting up another spot next week that you're going to want to get some takeout from. See you then.